Okay, everyone. So now we do know that .php file and .html, when we change .html to .php file, that will not be affecting our markup here or even CSS code. What will happen here is that it will be allowing us to run scripts in the PHP language, like the one that we have here, and that's also the one that we now have in our browser that is showing us the version number of PHP and the hello world. I have written my first PHP script. And one of the other things that we can try to explore here, if I go try to create a CSS folder that will contain styles.css, and we'll just be using the same syntax for CSS here, and let's just make sure that we have the correct path, and then let's go set up some, let me just minimize this. Now let's try to go add a body, background color yellow. Save that. Let's see what will happen. And we do see that it's working. We can try to change this to .html, and that should still be working. Save that. And we can see that echo hello world, I have written my first script, is now being rendered as a text or text literal. Or we can see that this is still here. However, you'll see it's this line break and this one. It's generating those text, and it's not being read as a PHP script. So just have that in mind. And if I try to go and again convert this to .php file, what are we going to see? And again, refresh. Now we have the correct one. So we are now able to see only the string literal template or string literals here, or the data type string here that we have enclosed inside of the opening and closed quotation marks. And we have our styles.css working for us. And even though we have index.php here, everyone, we can also try to go and use Bootstrap, for example, just to prove a point here that we can try to go and, if you have some background with the front end already, CSS, and most probably this is going to be the things that you would normally work on when you're working with creating and using Bootstrap. So we need to have a link to href, and this will still work supposedly. Just going to put this on top. Script, let's go get the CDN down here, and let's see if this will be giving us some way to have some navigation bar. So let me just go to, let's see, nav bar, and let's see if we can try to add a nav bar. Let's just go get something. I would want to have a, can we copy this and then just go here, then add that nav class just on top of here. And let's see if this will be working for us. And we do have that nav bar working. And as you can see here, we are using index.php, not index.html file, or not index.html. It's still working perfectly fine. I hope that this is clear, that the reason why we changed this to .php is just to simply make sure that we can run PHP code inside of our web document, from where if we have already created a .html website that has styles and you even link to external resources like Bootstrap, that will still be exactly the same, and other than the fact that we can now run PHP code inside of our web document.